In today's video, I'm going over the Amir 2-in-1 smartphone lens kit with both a super wide angle and macro lens and my best tips on how to get the most out of your smartphone lens kit. Hey guys, this is Eric of Immersive Tech TV, and on this channel I review awesome tech, gadgets, apps, and accessories. So if you're new here today, definitely consider subscribing to catch future videos just like this one. And just to let you guys know, down in the description box below, I'll include a link where you can find this smartphone lens kit, as well as some of their other cool smartphone lens kits. So first, I would like to thank Amir for sending me this photo lens kit to review. Like I said, they really do have a large series of photo lens kit for both Android and iOS devices. So if you'd like to learn more about them, I'll link down their website below as well. So I'm going to be breaking down this review into 4 parts. First, I'm going to cover the build and design of this lens. Next, I'm going to talk about the macro lens and show you some sample photos and videos. Thirdly, I'll cover the super wide angle lens with also some sample photos and videos. Lastly, I'm going to share my top tips on how to use this lens kit most effectively. So with that being said, let's start off first with the build and design. If you're looking to use your smartphone to capture photos with a similar effect of a DSLR camera, a smartphone lens kit might be your solution. The Amir 2-in-1 lens kit is a smartphone camera lens kit that comes with both a 0.6x super wide angle lens as well as a 15x macro lens. Compatible with both iPhones and Android smartphones, simply clip on the lens and you're all set. Constructed with a universal detachable clamp design, it can even attach other DSLR lenses with a 37mm thread right onto your phone. From the casing to the glass, this lens kit has a nice professional look and feel. Coming in at only 9.9 ounces, this lens kit has a premium quality build. The outer shell is constructed of top-grade aluminum alloy and feels very durable and well made for its small size. The lens itself is made with advanced lanthanide optical glass, and its multi-coated lens really helps minimize lens glare, reflection, and ghosting. All of this improves the quality of your photos without requiring the use of a DSLR camera. Easy to assemble and use, the wide-angle lens and macro lens easily screw together and apart. By default, the two lenses come attached together right out of the box. To use the wide-angle lens, just leave the two lenses screwed together as they are. And to use the macro lens, simply unscrew the larger wide-angle lens first. Now I'm going to show you some sample photos and video I took with the macro lens on my Samsung Galaxy S7. So now I'm going to show you some sample close-up photos I took with and without my macro lens. In this example, I'm going to be using my Samsung Galaxy S7 phone. And in the first version of the photo, you'll see just with the phone. In the second version of each photo, you'll see with the macro lens attached. Keep in mind that throughout these sample photos, you'll notice a nice clear focus when I'm using the macro lens on the subject itself, and this creates a nice blurry background effect. The macro lens gives your smartphone a 15x magnification for extreme close-up shots, allowing you to take clear pictures as close as 1 to 1.5 inches away from your subject. This is the perfect lens for capturing close-ups of several things such as coins, plants, and other small objects. To access the macro lens part of this lens kit, simply unscrew the larger wide-angle lens from the smaller lens in the back and you will find the macro lens. So as you can see, the 15x macro lens really gives you some nice bokeh, which is that blurry background effect you'll often get from DSLR cameras. And with this blurry background in mind, I really feel that this macro lens gives you a nice clear focus on your subject and takes attention off the background. And now I'm going to show you some sample photos and video I took with the super wide angle lens on my Samsung Galaxy S7. So now I'm going to be showing you some sample photos I took with and without the wide angle lens. Again, in this example, I'm using my same phone, the Samsung Galaxy S7. The first version of each photo you'll see is without the wide angle lens. The second version will be with the wide angle lens. So keep in mind here, the thing you're looking for is that with the wide angle lens, you'll see it capture a larger field of view. The super wide angle lens allows your phone's camera to capture a 0.6x larger field of view. Best when taking pictures from further back or at a distance. This is the ideal lens for using your phone to capture things such as scenery, wide angle views, and group shots. To access the wide angle lens part of this lens kit, simply leave the lens kit attached together just as it came. Now if you were previously using the macro lens, all you have to do is screw the two lenses back together and you will now have access to the wide angle lens. And before I wrap up this video, I want to share some tips on how to get the best quality images and video using this lens kit. My first tip is to remove your phone case so that the lens can sit on a flat surface. This is because having an unstable surface can sometimes cause distortion in your photos, and you definitely want to reduce any chance of that. While you can leave your phone case on if you have a particularly thinner case, I probably recommend removing it to ensure the best possible photo quality. My second tip is to position the lens right over the camera to avoid those black shadow edges. As you can see, if you position it incorrectly with a portion of the lens blocking your phone's camera, you may capture some shadows on the outer edges. So whether you have an iPhone, Samsung, or other phone, just make sure it's positioned correctly over your phone's front or back camera, depending on the side of the phone that you're using. And again, if you're still not sure if the lens is blocking the camera, you can always check your phone screen to make sure there are no shadow edges. My third tip is that whenever you plan to capture some new photos with your lens kit, to use the included cloth to first clean both your phone's camera as well as the lens kit. This will help reduce the chance of any unwanted dust particles or fingerprints from showing up in your photos. In addition, keeping the front and back lens cover on this lens kit when it's not in use will also help keep your lens clear and clean. My fourth tip is when using the macro lens to get as close to the subject as possible for a clearer focus. Some concerns I've heard before with the macro lens are that they are blurry and they can't capture subjects in focus. Now this is definitely true of macro lenses if you are positioned too far away from the subject. You see, macro lenses are designed for extreme close-up shots. So to capture your close-ups in clear focus with this 15 times macro lens, it is recommended that you position the lens somewhere between 1 to 1.5 inches or as close as possible to the subject. And my final tip is when using the wide-angle lens to stand further back from the subject to reduce the chance of blurry edges. As this lens is more designed for capturing group shots, wide-angle views, and scenery, you definitely want to stand at least a few feet back from your subject to get the clearest possible shot. While there are no specific distance requirements, when it comes to this lens, the further you can stand back from the subject, the better. Lastly, I want to briefly cover what you actually get inside the box with this lens kit. Firstly, you do get the wide-angle lens. You also get the 15 times macro lens. You do get the universal 37mm thread clip, which allows the lens to clip onto your smartphone. You do also get a front and back lens cover. And lastly, you get a cleaning cloth plus the carry pouch. Overall, no one is arguing that a lens kit can replace a professional camera. But if you're looking to do some casual photography, this is definitely an easy way to up your photography game. Whether you're interested in macro photography or capturing wide-angle shots, this kit allows you to use the smartphone that you already have without having to buy an expensive DSLR camera. And again, like I said, if you'd like to learn more about this 2-in-1 lens kit, I'll link down below where you can find it, as well as some of their other interesting smartphone lens kits. And let me know what you guys think about this 2-in-1 lens kit. Could you see yourself using the macro lens more or the wide-angle lens? So thanks for checking out today's video on this Amir 2-in-1 lens kit. If you found the video helpful, hit that like button, and definitely subscribe to catch new weekly videos on more awesome tech, gadgets, apps, and accessories. And if you would like to see some of my other recommended smartphone accessories, feel free to check out my playlist right here with some of my other essential smartphone accessories. Lastly, if you have any questions about the Amir 2-in-1 lens kit, feel free to leave them down below in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.